All right. Hello. Good morning. Good night to everyone. That's it. That's the podcast. We're done.
Well,
Woo, filler episode complete.
wait, we got to do the recap part first. We didn't recap what we did last week.
What? Oh, okay. Last week we talked.
Not necessarily about One Piece, but we talked.
If I recall correctly, we talked about Apple upgrades.
Yeah, more or less.
How to unsubscribe from email services
Unsuccessfully.
Yeah, that's all I remember.
I remember Christian's fit of rage.
What was I angry about?
Phones or tech or something like that.
Dongles.
Yeah, Apple's a garbage company. Weekly reminder. I feel like that wasn't exactly the root of my anger, though.
It was definitely adjacent to it. I don't remember the exact.
It was dongle adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
But it was mostly towards me for talking as if, the log pose was a phone.
Oh,
plan.
that's what it was. It was that stupid fucking that stupid fucking triple log pose bullshit. Fucking dumb. Oda's good at some things, but this just it takes the cake for Luffy Dum Dum fruit.
8 gigabytes of RAM.
No, it doesn't. It's got 6 kilobytes.
Oh, it's a 9 hertz processor though.
It's got a G8 graphics card.
Recap over. Start the filler episode.
All right. The date is April 7th, 2013. It's 9 a.m. and you're living in Japan. You turn on your TV and change the channel to Fuji TV.
Oh my God.
Because you're about to witness anime history. Shueisha, Toei, and many more
no way that's
have
how
come
you say
together
that.
to give you a crossover event using their 3 most popular properties. The Dream 9 Super Collaboration Special. It was only a matter of time. Enter one of the 4 heavenly kings, gourmet hunter Toriko. Next, a Saiyan whose limits have no limits, Earth's hero, Son Goku. Finally, the future king of the pirates, Straw Hat Luffy. These 3 juggernauts of shonen anime have come together to give us epic fight scenes and epic meal times. It's a good day to be an anime fan.
I mean, I guess.
That's
Did
my...
I have a stroke?
Maybe,
Depends.
but, I don't know. What are your symptoms?
I just don't... This app was weird. I don't know how I felt about them.
Well, okay, so there's one part of there's one property introduced that I know you know nothing about because no one I know has ever watched Toriko. I've never watched Toriko. I don't know if you even dabbled in Dragon Ball Z. I'm sure you know who Goku is, but like,
come on, everyone know who's. Come on.
Yes, there are people who name their kids Goku, and that saddens me every day. But does that mean you know who Bulma is, his 2 kids, the whole shebang? Maybe not. Doesn't matter.
He has
Who knows?
2
Who
kids?
Cares? Yeah, maybe 3.
What's the other one? I know Gohan.
So he has Gohan and then Goten.
Oh, Goten is also his kid?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Didn't
That's
realize
where you get the classic Full Metal Alchemist Fusion Ho meme.
Stop it.
I mean, I knew about Fusion, but I didn't realize that it was his kid also. I thought it was just like another kid in the universe or something.
Nope, that's all his. And I think he has a daughter now. Or maybe a granddaughter. One or the other. I don't know. I don't know anything about this franchise. I don't pay attention to it.
Same.
But yeah, we watched this filler up with the triple threat crossover event.
You seem very excited about it.
Listen, all right. I'm running on like 4 hours of sleep and I'm dying slowly.
You can muster 45 minutes to an hour's worth of energy.
Well, if you two assume we're only going to go an hour, we always go longer because we're madmen. Anyway,
we'll find a tangent somewhere.
We always do. So yeah, we brought this up. One, because the next arc is going to be starting soon, and we wanted to be nice to Bread Boy for once in our lives and not start without him. So we came up with this one. Largely, the reason I chose this filler episode of sorts is because let me pull up my little fact sheet real quick. About a month ago, on March 4th, or that's when it aired, but earlier in February, Toonami had made an announcement saying they were going to dub, part of this collaboration special. It would be episode 590 of One Piece. Unfortunately, they didn't they were not able to dub the entire sequence of events because the first half of this special belongs to an episode of Toriko. And unfortunately, Funimation no longer owns the rights to the Toriko dub. So just, could not legally make it happen despite having, access to actors and animators and all the other stuff. I think currently the only company that owns like the English license now is some company in Australia, but I might be wrong on that currently. But yeah, this is pretty big news for all the people who were like aware of it and were really interested in dubbing and, the crossover stuff. I thought it'd be pretty cool to, explore it. I have heard things of Toriko. I've never watched it myself. But after watching this, I think I'm kind of interested in starting it someday. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I kind of agree. But now also, since you mentioned that they're owned by like possibly an Australian company or something like that, now I'm just imagining all the characters with like Australian accents.
Well, just because they may or may not be owned by
you're right. I know what you mean. And I know where you're going. But still, it's in my head and it's there.
Goku's Australian. That's its headcanon.
Good day, mate. Kamehame.
Speaking of Goku,
Goku is not owned by the Australians. It's just Toriko.
I know, but just imagine Australian Goku. He can't hurt you. He can't hurt you.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
He hurts me every day, and I've only known about him for 5 minutes.
Speaking of Goku, I never watched Dragon Ball growing up, especially in sub. And the few times I do hear Goku in sub, I am always shocked by
how awful he sounds.
All right, let's not disrespect his voice actress, all right? Great voice actress. She's a legend in the industry. However, hearing that raspy old lady voice coming from Goku is always shocking to me, okay? It is not something I will ever get used to, but it is what it is, all right?
It is what it is, but I dislike it.
Correct.
I don't know how people watch that show.
You learn to look past certain things, or maybe you just appreciate it. I don't know. There are plenty of people who are voiced by women, and they're playing
That's
a male
not the point.
counterpart.
The point, the centerfold is not that it's a woman. It's that the voice sounds.
Naruto is voiced by a woman in both English and Japanese.
God, I'll never forget when Principal Perry revealed to be Naruto's English voice actor. That was a day.
Principal Perry?
That's what I call her. I can't remember the actual, woman's real name, unfortunately. But the voice actress for Naruto in the English dub played a character called Principal Perry on another Disney Channel show. It was live action, Lab Rats. That's what it was called. That was a pretty cool show, and I know them as Principal Perry from that show because it's the first time I ever knowingly introduced myself to them. And then it was funny because I would watch it on Disney XD at the time. You would get Lab Rats, and then a little bit afterward, for some reason, Disney XD just owned the rights to air Naruto. And I was like, I'm not sure why Naruto Shippuden is on a Disney Channel network, but whatever, I'm vibing. And then you hear Naruto speaking, and you watch the Lab Rats right before it, and you're like, this sounds familiar. I can't quite put my finger on it, but whatever, I'm vibing. And then, I think it was funny because I think they had a little commercial snippet thing where they're like, hi, I'm so-and-so. I'm the voice of Naruto. I'm like, oh my God. Principal Perry's the voice of Naruto? Oh.
I just keep wanting to say Perry the Platypus.
Yeah, same, honestly.
No reason, because I just keep hearing Perry, 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 Perry. And I'm like, Perry the Platypus.
This is all correct in my mind. Anyway, but yeah, that's that. I think I mentioned the reason why we did this. I don't know. There's a tangent somewhere in there, but there's purpose. We did it. We're here. We watched this Dream 9 super collaborative thing. The reason it's called the Dream 9 collaboration is because Dream 9 refers to the Fuji TV TV block, similar to growing up you had Kids WB or you have Toonami and Adult Swim, these particular blocks of television on a particular channel. So at 9 a.m., this would be where Fuji TV just airs their main anime stuff. It was usually Dragon Ball and One Piece for a majority of the block's run. And then Toriko came in. I think it took over Dragon Ball slot. But yeah, it's been mainly those three.
My question is, how popular is in comparison? Excuse me. Toriko, because I've heard it, but like I've not as like well as like, you know, the other big three and the other ones, like, you know, everyone's heard of Dragon Ball Z, everyone's heard of One Piece, everyone's heard of Naruto, you know what I mean? Toriko, like, I never just heard about it. I remember the only reason why I stumbled across it, and by stumbled I mean like I know it exists, is because I remember seeing it on Crunchyroll.
I don't have an answer for that. I didn't get a chance to, you know, really dig into that. But it's just one of those things of like East versus West. Like there are just, I'm sure you've watched plenty of anime on your own that you're like, wow, this is a really cool story. How has no one ever heard of this? And for one reason or another, sometimes things just like don't click with the Western audiences. Me and my friends who are aware of it always think about Hitman Reborn. It was a pretty big series when it was originally running, you know, lots of popularity, but just never got picked up in the West. Like no one cared about it. So, you know, it's just one of those things that happens, you know, not necessarily any particular rhyme or reason, just doesn't.
Okay.
But it had to have been unpopular for one reason or another, because Funimation did dub Toriko for 50 episodes out of the 150 plus, I want to say. I'm ballparking here. But they stopped after 50 episodes, presumably due to low sales. Although there's never been an official, you know, announcement made on that kind of thing. So who knows? But it's a real shame, because who was the voice actor for Toriko? I think it was Ian Sinclair? Ian Sinclair as Toriko is pretty nice. I like his voice.
Trying to picture who that is.
I would be surprised if you had an image of Ian Sinclair.
I mean, if you knew what he looked like, I'd be very impressed. I can't really tell you much of like who he voiced other than Space Dandy. Because you don't even watch that much dub in the first place either.
Right.
So just know that Ian Sinclair is a big name in the English dub.
My ears bleed.
Nah, I like him. Well, you don't know what he sounds like.
No, I'm just as a whole. It makes my ears bleed.
Dub does?
Sometimes, most of the time.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
That's a little too disrespectful.
Could be painful. It could be very painful.
You're watching the wrong stuff then.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna say dub.
Any of the big animes that get dubs right now, like their voice acting crew is good. I just generally prefer. I just generally think the original Japanese voice actors do a better job in most cases. That's why I end up watching sub a lot of times. Yeah,
for me, it's always just been about like, you know, reaching the right tone. Because you know, lots of these shows that we watch, at least for like shonen stuff, are like, the trope is usually like, it's based around like high school aged people, right? So, you know, it's one thing for like, you know, American live action series where they cast like 20-year-olds to play high school students. That's one thing. You can get lucky with that and convince somebody that this 30-year-old man is totally 19. But I think it gets a little more challenging when you're asking someone's like, hey, can you just make your voice sound younger? Like, there are plenty of people who could theoretically do that, but that's like a really intense voice acting skill.
I would say that's even easier.
Really?
Yeah, because when you look at someone and you say, oh, that person looks 30, and then, you know, you hear the voice attached to it, you immediately, you can't really detach that as easily, right? But when you just hear a voice attached to the body of an animated 16, 17-year-old, I feel like it's much more easy to just believe it and roll with it because you don't know. Putting a face to the voice tends to dictate what you believe more often than not. So if the kind of more masculine voice comes out of the 17-year-old, you're still kind of willing to be like, yeah, I mean, he's in his senior year of high school. He hit puberty. It's fine.
I guess that's fair. I don't know. I just find so often we're like, some of these voices just don't match up, whether it's through tone or just like you look at the face and you hear the voice coming out of it and you're like, that ain't right.
Well, we should probably actually talk about the show.
Maybe.
What would you want to talk about, Devin? Lead us through.
The race was weird.
Hardly a race, really. They pulled the gun to start the race, and then some freaking what was the name of this freaking creature that popped out? I wrote it down.
It's like
Wadadoodle, Wadadoodle bug.
Yeah.
What a name, by the way.
The moment I saw that name, the Wadadoodle or something like that, I immediately went, you know what? that's from Toriko. And you know what?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. We're currently in the Toriko world.
like I'm like just looking at it going like I'm not like that. That's funny. That like they clearly didn't try.
What did you want them to try?
Well, I mean, like I don't know what it is. It's like it's like the perfect blend of half-assing and putting effort in. I don't
They
know
just
how to
needed
explain it.
needed some kind of excuse to get all of our heroes together, and they said, fuck it, make them race so they can eat some meat. They all like eating, right?
Yep, that's very correct.
And
That's their thing, right?
yeah. I mean, that's like literally part of the plot of Toriko, right?
That yes,
That is like the core of it, I think, right?
I can go like a little bit into Toriko. Like I don't know much, but Toriko is set in a universe where one key component of like making a living is being a gourmet hunter, and that is operated by the International Gourmet Organization. The way I think of it, and this might be wrong because I don't actually know for fact, I think of it as taking the concept of hunters from Hunter x Hunter and the Hunter organization and combining that a little bit with like Monster Hunter mechanics where it's like, hey, you're basically a bounty hunter and we ask you to go out and literally go hunt monsters, but also, go pick up some foliage, go do this, go do that. You're a hunter and gatherer kind of dude, right? It's like, hey, I found this flower. It's worth like $1 million per petal kind of thing. But also this like ancient dinosaur that's super dangerous. I beat it up and now you can like sell its meat on the market for like $1,000 a pound, right? That's kind of what they're doing. That's basically what I know about Toriko. I did a little digging into his character a little bit because they introduced him as one of the 4 heavenly kings. And I'm like, oh, that's like a neat sounding title, real grandiose. I wonder what it means. So Toriko was raised with 3 other characters by the head of the International Gourmet Association, like the president or whatever.
Is that the guy with the nails in his head that we see?
No, he's just a dude who works for them. He's not like their quote unquote dad.
Are you my dad?
No.
Are you my dad?
Go out and hunt.
Okay.
So Toriko and his 3 other...
Also, why does this just feel like the plot of an anime Guy Fieri?
No, it doesn't have enough Guy Fieri energy into it. I don't know if we really have a real world.
But like, if Guy Fieri was in an anime...
It's more like Bear Grylls if Bear Grylls was in a celebrity chef kind of thing.
There's not nearly enough diners, drive-ins, or dives here.
Exactly.
I mean, we haven't seen it. There could be.
Fair enough.
I mean, you're right, but I'm not going to go watch Toriko and find out. So,
because like that could be like his main goal is to find Flavor Town, like Sanji's is to find the old all blue.
That was making some sense here. I don't know. Maybe there's a Guy Fieri cameo in Toriko, or like someone was like, the mangaka is just like, hey, I want to like draw these celebrity chefs. It's just like, if you look hard enough, you'll find Gordon Ramsay, Emeril Lagasse.
Fieri anime.
Oh no. Anyway, so yeah, Toriko.
God, these are beautiful.
I was gonna say, I'm sure somebody's done this.
Yeah, Toriko's cool. They go out in the wild, hunt animals and plants, then they sell them for lots of money.
So yeah, it is Monster Hunter.
Yeah, pretty neat, I think.
Do they even have cat people?
I don't know.
Maybe it's kind of the best part of Monster Hunter,
right?
You'd be right though. Muscular chef, God bless him, and his mama, the old lady, just whipping up some stew.
So the race kicks off, and immediately 99% of the race is taken out. All of the ordinary schmucks that exist in the Toriko universe are immediately taken care of without question. They're dead too. Like there's no way. They got sucked into a sand vortex, basically right into the gaping jaws of this Wadadoodle beetle thing.
I'm sorry, the name still gets me. It's such a dumb name. Why is it working? Why can't One Piece names be like this?
What do you mean? We have dumb names for things. Kung Fu Dugongs.
Hey, that's not dumb. That's great.
That's great. Yeah. Like, I love that. But Wadadoodle?
That just sounds like someone like
It's literally
did
like,
not
guys,
try.
Someone took 5 seconds. Like, hey, I drew this. What do you call it? Wadadoodle. What? Yeah, you heard me. Put it on there. Run it.
Like, oh, well, we're on time crunch, and I don't have time to get a better name, so.
Does it really matter? Is anyone actually watching it for this? No. This is like 5 screens.
And
But
so
yes.
everyone gets eaten by the Wadadoodle except for our 3 groups of heroes, the ones that participated anyway, because we have a couple from each faction sitting on the sidelines still. And when the announcer was going over like everyone that was in the race for each of the 3 groups, I mean Dragon Ball and Toriko is whatever. I don't fucking know who exists in those shows, but what I was Robin, I can kind of see she tends not to exert herself in these sorts of things, but I'm kind of surprised Usopp didn't feel like racing here, unless there was some sort of unspoken participant limit for each group. But I feel like Usopp would have wanted to.
No, I could 100% see Usopp not.
The reason why is because everyone knows the answer, which is that Sogeking could 1v1 Goku.
I mean, yeah, but we're talking about Usopp.
Yeah.
Sogeking hasn't been around for the last 2 years. He's AFK.
What has Sogeking been up to?
I don't know, but he's probably
That must be some
super
intense
powerful.
training he's under.
Yeah, that we haven't even got an upgrade.
Comeback. I seriously hope he gets a comeback.
That would be glorious.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
Imagine it. Oh.
I wonder if he'll have a new mask too.
Instead
I hope
of just
not.
3 little flame things, it's 4.
Oh my god. But so we split off quickly into the 3 different directions. Our main heroes take the short route that is just a sheer cliff. So Goku, Luffy, and Toriko go, all right, guess this is our spot, our path.
I find it hilarious that for a majority, you could tell where they were like, okay, everyone knows that the Dragon Ball Z universe is ridiculous in terms of abilities and powers.
Yes.
But the fact that they didn't even just bother at the beginning letting them fly.
Oh, come on. That was the whole purpose of everything.
That was a restriction on the race. The race announcer said you can do anything you want except fly.
Oh, I don't remember hearing that part.
Yeah. They put that restriction out there.
Oh. Okay,
but here's my thing. So Goku uses
cheated technically because he teleports away to save the universe.
Yeah, but it wasn't like to participate in the race though. And look, teleportation, not flying.
I mean, you're right.
Feels like flying with extra steps, honestly.
It's like flying with less steps.
Touche.
It's still funny how it's like King Kai just pops out of nowhere at one point and is like, Goku, you need to save the universe for a second.
They're super duper evil.
Yeah, they're super duper evil bad guys. Disappears for literally 10 seconds, comes back. All right, I'm back in the race just as everyone's getting
to the finish.
Yeah, I was like that too. I'm like, he could have just won if he really wanted to.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
Goku likes trying. He likes working out, likes putting in his best effort. That's why Goku's the strongest. And I think what was really cool, or maybe not cool, but funny to me was that they didn't even try to imply that Toriko or Luffy could ever really pose a threat to Goku. My dude was finessing on him, all right, every step of the way.
How rampant the fan bases of Dragon Ball Z would be if they actually did dumb his power level down.
Oh, absolutely.
They would be feral.
Because
have you ever seen Dragon Ball Z fans? They're feral.
I mean, even, regardless of the fandom, just conceptually, it's Goku literally fights gods. He is on a god level himself. He's done some crazy power, stuff and blah blah blah.
You
mean to tell me this rubber boy could best him?
Stronger. It doesn't make sense.
So
I
I
makes sense
appreciate
in their universe. It just to put them up against Luffy and Toriko, who are just normal humans with some exceptional abilities, they'd get erased if Goku went actually serious. He says he says in that tournament fight, like, all right, time to get serious. And then he goes like Super Saiyan 1. He doesn't even go to like 2, 3, or I don't even know if I mean Super Super wasn't a thing yet, so he didn't have blue hair in the first place, but I'm sure he had Super Saiyan 2 and 3 by that point. So there's the like he said serious, and then Luffy and Toriko went with their like ultimate moves, and he was like, "Oh, y'all really thought I was getting serious? Like I said it, but I just
imagine if he had just pulled out Kaioken, like not even gone full Super Saiyan, just the Kaioken shit where he turns red.
Kaioken feels like second gear. Honestly, those feel very similar in energy.
I mean,
I would definitely believe if Oda just came out and said like, yeah, I second gear. That's just my version of
we
Kaioken.
brainstormed that together in the same room over drinks one day.
Yo, I just thought of this. What if my main protagonist like steamed
and then turned red and got faster and stronger?
Oh, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that too. But I
yo, just make sure to change it a little.
I was gonna
bit.
say, let me copy your homework and I'll just change it a little bit.
I could believe that they're pretty good buds from what I hear. I think the Dragon Ball author is Akira Toriyama.
Sure.
Yeah, that sounds right. Anyway, back to the race. So yeah, we get the 3 protagonists running it down mid. And then we have the 2 side lanes.
Sorry, when you just compared it to that, oh my god! Where are the junglers? Jungle Diff.
They went.
I mean,
God, they went to the jungle and fed.
They did. They went to the jungle and fed the running baboon.
God. And they just kept screaming, "Where's the team?"
There were 3 lanes. To be fair, there were that map was 3 lanes.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Oh no. This episode was just a euphemism for MOBAs the entire time.
I love it here.
The enters we met along the way.
God damn it.
So
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Just skipping around a bit.
Yamcha, the 0-12 power spike.
He's the Yasuo of this universe.
Oh no.
Anyway, back to what I was gonna say. Skipping around a bit, but my one of my favorite things in the special is they get like the main. They're not antagonists. They're just like the secondary rival characters, kind of sorta. Minus Zoro. So you get Zoro beefing with Vegeta and Zebra. They just kind of square off the entire time. Like they're just off in a corner fighting each other the entire time for some reason. And in the second half of the special, the one that's in dub,
they didn't actually clash, and we didn't get to see it.
Yeah, I'm a little upset we didn't actually get to watch them fight a bit.
But also, you're gonna listen. I love Zoro, but if you told me Zoro could step up to a Saiyan who shoots lasers and destroys planets,
but if we had watched him fight Zebra for a little bit first before Vegeta came swooping in, then fair. I would have been happy with that.
From what I read about Zebra, he's just kind of like a Hulk dude, kind of. He's got he's big, angry boy who gets stronger when angry, and then
he just looked like his like superpower was the ability to scream and shoot lasers because he screams.
Yeah, so his power, his like heavenly thingy is like he has this super duper sense of, I think it's hearing, and because of that, a lot of his like powers are like based on like sounds and stuff. So like he shout real good kind of thing. I listen real good. I yell real good. Am strongest there is.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. Zoro versus Zebra would be nice, and then Vegeta shows up and then blows lasers in everyone.
The fact that it's like I know like a little bit about Dragon Ball Z. Just watching him use the one ability that like he's known for like nuking planets with against these 2 people.
Yeah, like good.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
How is there still a planet? How is there still an island?
Exactly. Like, how are they not just eviscerated?
But yeah, but back to my point was, so the dub, they kind of just like don't really make an appearance. I don't even think they have speaking lines in that part. What I thought was funny to me is like, I know it doesn't work this way, but it would have been really funny if they told me, they kind of wrote them out of that episode. So Chris Sabat wouldn't have to pull triple duty because he's the voice of.
Wait, is he the voice of all 3 of them?
He's not all 3, not Zebra. He's the voice of Zoro, Vegeta, and Piccolo. And Piccolo has a more speaking and active role in this episode. So I'm like, yeah, they try to give Chris Sabat a break, not make him pull triple duty, having to voice all these characters in this
that would have been so good if he was also the voice of Zebra, though. If he was the voice of Zebra, that would have been fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It's just
fighting with
it's just the Spider-Man meme with all the Spider-Men pointing at each other, except it's Chris fucking Sabat.
They should have made him voice him just for that one episode.
Oh, that would have been so good.
Hold on, that has to exist. Like, someone has to have animated, they're like drawn the that same format, but with those characters pointing at each other.
If only Chris Sabat voiced Zebra. In a different universe, he does.
Yeah, in a different universe, it makes much more sense, and they're eating good. That universe is eating good with that meme. Yeah.
Back to
what else did we get?
Storylines. So we get the forest scene between Sanji and Ko, and they feed that baboon. That was pretty nice.
That was dumb as fuck. But
look, man, we got to progress the plot somehow.
We got to give them. They have to give them,
whatever
interactions and screen time in some capacity, right? You got Zoro, not Zoro. What am I about?
No Soma or something.
Food Wars.
Yeah, Food Wars or something like that. What if he was in there?
I'm not gonna lie to you.
They had the crossover at one point between One Piece and Food Wars.
Shokugeki no Sanji. That's a manga kind of crossover thing. It's not like, as far as he's not in, Sanji is just like, he's still in the One Piece universe, but it's just
reference
drawn in the style of Food Wars, and then also has the really eccentric food stuff.
I'm pretty sure Sanji would just have a seizure if he was in that universe.
Oh, absolutely. That man would be dead day one.
Aneurysm rate immediately. Just like someone tastes his food, literally orgasms, he'd just die on the spot.
So yeah, we have forest scene. Then we can cut back to the desert. You get Master Roshi and Brooke bonding over Booba.
God.
No, hold on. Technically, no. It wasn't over Booba. Roshi was over Nami's
Booba.
Yeah, Booba. Brooke was over her panties. He still made the panties joke.
I just can't believe they gave Brooke a nosebleed. But no nose, all bleed.
Well, I mean, his nose would bleed if he had a nose.
And it does it without it. Soul energy too strong.
Please nerf.
I really appreciated Frankie's attempt at bonding with Android 18. Because he was like, "Are you a cyborg too?" She's like, "Get away from me, you weirdo."
she didn't even acknowledge the part that he was also a cyborg or android. She just she took one look at him and instantly recognized him as a pervert and said, "Ew, stop! I have a boyfriend." And
so
then what was it? And then I think Rin, was that the girl from Toriko or Ren? She because Frankie falls back with the other two, and she goes, just a bunch of perverts. She calls them something else, like something of perverts. I forget what term she used, but it was way funnier. And they all go, "Oh, thanks." Compliments aren't going to get you anywhere. And she's like, "It wasn't a compliment. Stop."
And then at some other point, I don't even know where these three came from, but Chopper and Sunny from the Toriko universe are running with Goten and Trunks. And then Goten and Trunks just out of nowhere decide to do the fusion dance. Sunny hates it for some reason. And then Chopper's in awe. And he looks at Sunny, he's like, "Can we do the fusion dance?"
Yeah, because Goten or Go Trunks, whatever the fuck they call themselves when they fusion. Gunks. Ew.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Troten.
That's
no Gunk.
All right.
Gunks is much better. Because Go Trunks goes, yeah, you can do the fusion dance. You just need a partner first. And he turns to Sunny, all starry eyes, like, "Can we do that?" And so, "No, absolutely not. That's gross." I think he says gross too. It's like,
pretty sure he does.
He's disgusted by the fact that these two have shoved themselves into each other, and then they just cut away.
That was the most Chopper of Chopper.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, Oh my god, you know damn well, like, Usopp and him would be trying that.
Absolutely.
If, like, they were just hanging out on the side, like, come on, I'm surprised they didn't have them, like, doing the dance in the background during, like, the whole, like, feast thing where they're hanging out.
Yeah,
like,
check out what I learned during the race, Usopp. Here, just put your hands like this.
Good times.
I think that'd be great too if they just did like in a subsequent episode of One Piece, you just see them like in the background trying it, but it's not working because they're in the wrong universe.
That would be amazing.
That'd be so good.
But yeah, then we move over to the quote unquote end of the race. Naturally, Vegeta, Jesus, Goku, Toriko, and Luffy all get through a tie for winning the race. So we naturally have to make this a Dragon Ball Z episode. We completely changed the stadium's decor into an official sanctioned World Martial Arts Tournament ring, right? And they're like, hey, it's a 3-way battle.
All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle.
Except it's like it's a 4-way now because somehow Mr. Satan fell into the ring. And now he has to fight for his life. All these 3 monsters just try to kill each other.
These episodes just like reminded me of Buggy.
Oh yeah, Mr. Satan is the Buggy of the Dragon Ball universe.
That Buggy wasn't there. Like they were that like the realization, like my brain was like the connect the dots. I was like, oh no, they're exactly the same.
Yeah.
I argue Mr. Satan is maybe not more successful, but like he leans into his Buggy energy.
I mean, I think he seems more successful. He's regarded as the strongest warrior of the entire world, and then he goes out of his way to be like, "No, I'm the strongest in the universe," and everyone eats that shit up because they believe him clearly. So he has very clearly buggied his way to the very top of this universe.
It is
yet to do that.
Funny. It is amazing how he just gets away with it.
And then he wins.
And then he wins because he's the last man standing.
Not because he's the last man standing, because he's the only one on the millimeter of platform still left after they all use their ultimate moves on each other.
You guys weren't surprised by that at all in the slightest, right?
No.
Like
what, that Satan wins?
Yeah, I saw that coming a mile away. As soon as I was like, oh, I wonder if he's gonna fall in. Yep, there it is.
This is just Cell Saga Part 2, all right? That's how he got here in the first place.
Oh man.
So yeah, Satan wins the match. He wins the prize of what was it called? Carrot Sizzles Cattle.
I didn't even try to process like that as a whole.
Well, you're not a fan of
like,
ham bone with a diamond. God, what do you say? Diamond crusted. The bone is just diamond.
No, that didn't bother me at all because I don't know much about the Toriko universe. Like that could be a thing, and I just whatever. Who cares? Funny bit. The part that annoys me about that is the fact that how many ham bones there were to eat, even though it was clearly a one-boned piece of meat.
Listen, man, if Jesus can feed an entire crowd with like 7 fishes and 3 breads, they can make many ham bones from one, all right?
7 fishes and 3 breads.
I don't remember the exact number of fish and bread he had in that story. But he did it.
They just keep cloning it.
When you start starving in Minecraft,
it was just funny. It was funny looking at it. Just a regular ham bone, but the bone is a diamond instead.
Oh god! What if
the real kicker there for me?
Diamond ham.
The carrot sizzled ham. Cattle ham doesn't have the same ring to it.
No, it really doesn't.
So Mr. Satan, in all of his grace and wisdom, decides he's going to share the meat with the whole group that finished. Which,
I mean, to be fair, could he have eaten it by himself?
Yeah, probably.
Dude knows.
I mean, look, there's a lot of monsters in this universe that just sort of like Luffy. Needless to say, the 3 main characters would have eaten it all by themselves, probably in one bite. So I'm not putting it past any of them.
Toriko is a 2-bite kind of guy. He takes one to really absorb the experience.
That is true.
Yeah,
that is true.
And then he'll just swallow the rest of it whole.
But the most important ingredient is friendship. Though.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Won't pay attention.
That line sold me. I wanted to watch this show. The second he didn't even start speaking yet. It was just like the vibe before he started speaking words. I was like, yo, I'm getting Dom Toretto family vibes right now. I feel it. He's like the best, the most important spice of all. Family.
Family. And then Satan tries to claim the line also, and the little goofball that is Toriko's sidekick goes like, Toriko literally just said that. What? Shut up. Like, thanks for the meat, but shut up.
The first thing, like, joke that came into my own brain after, like, watching them, like, have this massive feast was, and on this day, someone actually fed Luffy enough to make him not want to eat the whole feast. Like, this is the first time ever, and it will be the only time ever where one meal would be enough.
Well, they didn't even get to finish, really.
Exactly.
They got interrupted halfway by the rest of the plot. Because it couldn't just be a fun race where we got to eat at the end. We had to have, like, a real conflict, I guess.
Real conflict.
With this little balloon fish thing that is revealed to be the purpose of having started this race tournament by the IGO was to draw out and eliminate this little fish thing that is the strongest fish in the universe, and it sucks the life force but not really out of anything that it touches, and also poisons them.
Just watching it boop people and then just immediately fucking take them out.
Yeah, it just
funniest thing on the planet.
I mean, it was funny. It was funny watching them do all these things to try and defeat it, and then it just goes doot, and they go, oh fuck, and then they collapse to the ground. Like, you take that,
it's out of existence.
It's like yeah, I don't feel so good. It's like when the cartoon character runs off the cliff, but they don't fall until they actually look down. That was basically every instance of it. What was this thing called?
It was called an Akami. That's what I was introduced as, and then as it got stronger,
it just turned into
became,
big tuna.
Yeah, big tuna.
they started calling it a tuna.
I don't know why.
The fact that they tried to give it power levels, like power level unknown. It's like, what? Does this really matter?
No, not power level, capture level. I remember that.
It's like Monster Hunter where you have best rank missions and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And master ranks.
Or master rank, whatever, yeah.
Yep. This guy's unranked. But I just it's so
that reminds me, I gotta tell Brenda that he's in bronze and I'm in black.
Oh yeah. Keep that in the back pocket for next week when he's here, hopefully.
Stay under me.
Know your place, trash.
Oh god.
So
yeah, everyone tries fighting this thing. They all
perish. But not really.
Perish, not really.
It's very dramatic the first time it sucks the life out of people. Like it hits Gohan and a couple of the others, and it's like, oh, they're laying there like with their dying breath and also poisoned because sure. And if they don't get the antidote made in a half hour, they're dead. So but all of
the half hour part, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, oh no.
We gotta do this before we get to the next episode of Dragon Ball Z Kai.
Also, when Brook gets captured, the first thing that came to my mind is, I've seen this hentai before.
Why Brook?
I don't know why. It was just that one specifically, just watching him get dragged into the water. I don't know why my brain just that's where it went. And
Devin,
bones.
I already know we all have this established well enough, but I need to reiterate: if something were to ever happen to you, please clear your search history.
Just take the computer and put it in a bathtub. Just right in there.
I'll just keep it as a keepsake.
Keep it.
Something to remember you by.
Not like this.
Sheds a tear.
I'll remember him as he was.
The worst way
Celebratory
possible.
fap.
Oh no. Let's see what kind of material he used.
Oh,
tissues
no.
Unzips bones. No, yeah. This thing was as expected. Ran a train on everybody, and then we get to our main protagonists finally, who are struggling a little bit because they have to, because otherwise it would be boring. because Goku can just one-shot it, but we have to constantly underestimate it. So
we beat it, but then we get the second stage boss music, and you're like, what's that?
Yeah,
and then we got phase 3.
Yeah, there was a phase 3 where we had to use our ultimate move, Spirit Bomb, but then it was like
sucking it.
It gave Spirit Bomb the suck.
What if vacuum though?
Yeah, it gave it the Kirby treatment. And
oh my god, a Kirby crossover!
Just Photoshop Kirby on top of the big tuna.
It would be even funny if they just literally, for his like sound effect of like him like inhaling in, they just turned on a Dyson or something.
Yeah,
like they didn't actually like go through the effort to get the actual sounds. Just.
We love Foley artists out here. Appreciate you.
Mm-hmm. But we had to pull out all the tricks, all the stops.
I'm sorry. I just read the note after sucking off half the cast.
I didn't even see that. I'm not even looking at the sheet, really.
After sucking off half the cast, the Akami evolves from small to medium and to finally big tuna.
But then super big. I
might have missed that last stage.
It's their first round of like attacks when they thought they finished it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When they thought they finished it off and pushed it into the canyon, it teleports behind them. Nothing personal, kid, and it's suddenly super big tuna.
So I see you stopped the first phase. What are you gonna do about the second one?
Stage 2.
Super big was definitely like the third phase.
My God.
Because they thought they'd finished it, but they hadn't. That's
when the second gargoyle comes into the arena.
I was gonna say it's like Sekiro with the giant ape fight, because you think you've killed it and it's just sitting there, and you're like, all right, time to go on my merry way, and then the headless ape corpse starts moving again, and you're like, guys, this isn't supposed to happen, and then you have to fight again. So we fight again, and we make Spirit Bomb, and everyone gives Spirit Bomb energy, and we kill it finally.
Except it starts eating the Spirit Bomb, so then we got to shove it in with the Kamehameha project, like pushing it forward, and then these two goons just doing their own version of Gatling on the side.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
There was also like a really cool sound effect used when the Kamehameha finally pushes a Spirit Bomb like into the thing and then explodes. It was it was just a quick little sound effect, like a pew kind of effect. And something about that was just really satisfying to listen to.
All right, I don't remember what you're talking about, but I'll take your word for it.
I wouldn't expect anybody to remember just a half a second of sound. Be like, hey, remember that one very particular sound that existed for less than a second? Yeah, I love that part.
I remember hearing like a rubber ducky squeak when Goku was running around. Like, whereas like the sound of like sneakers in a basketball room. But it was like
basketball room.
I do sports.
Yeah, it's called the gridiron, right?
As well as he breathed.
They call it the pitch or something like that. I don't know. I know sports.
Something. Field goal, give him a red card.
Yeah, you got it.
Win the game,
sports.
Get the points.
I'm gonna be proud.
Win the Superdome.
Welcome to WrestleMania.
But
the WrestleMania Dragon Ball Z
and then we eat the fucker. The ending is we eat the fucker.
And then we get everything he took from us. We get it back because we ate him. That's the real circle of life.
Everyone is complete. That was the other thing when they were all putting their hands up, giving energy and whatnot.
Fucking Usopp's half-assed one hand up.
Well, I mean, most of them were only one hand up. To be fair, I'm just talking about the part where even the ones who got sucked earlier by the tuna, they're fine. Like they're sitting up and they're out and about.
Sleepy.
Like no problem. They're not even that sleepy. Like they're sitting up, they're having a grand old time sitting wherever they got defeated, and then they hear Goku's voice. Oh, God. He's right.
They're in post-nut clarity.
The post-nut clarity, they thought they could hear Goku's voice in their head. And
they're also scaring, like, oh no, she's coming back for round 2. Hoover sounds activate.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Gohan is still like dying. Because he's the first one to hear, or he's the first one that we flash to, because the Dragon Ball characters know what this is going
to
on.
be fair, he probably got sucked off the hardest out of all.
I guess. Fucking.
He was drained to the bone.
Yeah, except not, because he was still conscious.
Dude, he was almost cross-eyed. Come on. The soul's gone. Snatched his soul right out of him.
He does sound a little delirious too. He goes, "Wow, I think that's Dad's voice. Everybody put your hands up." Like he's high at a concert.
Post-nut clarity so strong you start thinking about your own dad.
But then everybody else is fine. Like all in the forest, in the desert, everybody else that got previously sucked, totally cool, chilling. But anyway, I
so hard if
digress.
Roshi got absorbed. That would have been
And
funny.
died.
Well, no, not died, but like, the same treatment as everyone else, but it would just been like a bit where it's just like, haha, slorp.
It's been a long time since I felt this way.
Oh God, this was such a weird fever dream of whatever this is.
And then we rounded out with the end of that feast with them going, "Oh right, are we forgetting something?" And we remember, oh yeah, Zoro. And then Toriko's like, I expected Zebra to show up at some point too. And then I don't remember if they mentioned Vegeta, but
yeah, Goku was like, "Where's Vegeta? Bulma, you went with him, right?" And she's like, "I don't know."
Yeah, and then we show the exact same scene from earlier too, by the way. It's the exact same. They're doing the same moves. Couldn't even fit into the budget one extra move for all of them. But they're there fighting, and some say they're still fighting to this day, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not convinced it's done.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. So that's it.
Those are the episodes. I just want to finish off whatever little facts I didn't get to finish before.
There's facts? Question mark?
I led off with facts.
He did
all right.
limited amounts of research.
Did my best.
I did my research too. Did you see in the...
Yeah, your Guy Fieri's. Yeah, I saw. Trust me.
I should post those on our Discord.
This special came out a week after the Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods movie premiered in Japan. So at the time, if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan or just an anime fan, it was probably really nice for you. Really big hype movie event, and then you get this big crossover. It's pretty huge, pretty big for you. Anything else I'm missing here? All right. So Christian, I as you know, our Space Dandy cast recently came out finally after many, many months of recording that. However long ago it was. God bless. Shout out to Dylan for...
Sounds like fake news to me.
It's not. It's real. Trust me.
It's real.
I was
Dylan
there.
put in extra hard work for that one. It was really nice, actually.
The Space Dandy is real?
Space Dandy's always real. And in that episode, you did us the pleasure of going over the voice actors that made an appearance
and some
in
of
the
their
show,
most important roles.
and some of their most important roles. And you know what? I thought about doing the exact same thing because Chris Sabat, people like that, Ian Sinclair, really big names in the dub anime industry, right? And I went through the list of the cast that I had presented to me at the time when I was doing some research. And some of the names just kind of popped up, sounded familiar and whatnot. So I remember I thought way back when to a particular Brendan trivia question where Jordy asked Brendan, I think he was like, who's the voice actress for Robin? And I remember he said Monica Rial. And so I wanted to go double check. And it wasn't. It was Stephanie Young. And Christian, would you like to guess of Stephanie Young's most important voice actress role? Besides being Robin.
Right. I would argue that is her most important role. So her second most important role, I'll say Athena from Smite.
Ooh, I'd argue you're a little close, but no, she's the voice of Nuwa from Smite.
I would say not close at all, but...
Whammon is whammon, all right? You got kind of close.
Whoa. I didn't realize Sexist Justin was here tonight.
Jungle Diff.
Hello?
This
So
is
yeah,
why
the
you're
Stephanie Young
bronze,
voice, Nuance
Justin.
Smite. Going back to Monica Rial, she does also make an appearance. Would you like to guess her role here, Christian? Tim.
What is Monica Rial otherwise known for? I don't know that name at all.
She voices Bulma in Dragon Ball Z, and she voices Tashigi amongst other characters in One Piece. But I think Tashigi's her more regular recurring role.
Okay.
You actually really like this character.
Interesting. I'll go with Baba Yaga.
Ooh, no. She voices Hell.
Oh, okay.
Why are we
Smite.
talking about Smite?
Quiet you.
This is a bit I did during the Dandy cast because we were going over voice actors and Brendan was really excited to do it. But then I ended each conversation about the voice actor with their most important role being who they were in Smite, because many of these English voice actors have voiced a lot of these games like League and Smite and so on and so forth.
Not only does Monica Rial voice Hell, she also voices Sobek's parrot in his pirate skin.
Oh God, that's kind of funny.
Now, I'm pretty sure if I went, Sunny Straight also voices somebody in Sunny Straight voices Poseidon's Dreadbeard skin. I thought it was pretty cool, and I think about the voice pack in that skin. I feel like I can kind of hear it now. But what I found most impressive is how many voices Chris Sabat voices for Smite. He voices Anhur, Fenrir, Geb, Hebo, and Zeus.
Oh, he was there at the very beginning of the game, and he did all of these OG characters.
My man, besides Lore Lady, is the voice of Smite for real. I'm also pretty sure he was credited with he was like a voice director, I guess, during some of these processes. He might even still like be, a point of contact for voice directing in Smite. I don't actually know that, but I thought it was kind of cool. But yeah, that's all I got. Anyone else want to say anything before we move on?
I just wanted to roll us back to the actual episodes too, and briefly bring up the idea that Frankie's some kind of fucking food snob. And is like this.
I thought I missed it. I'm glad we're talking about this.
This steak is like it's all right or what, but it's no cola.
And then Majin Buu just with BS Majin Buu power gives him 2 giant 2-liter bottles of cola.
10 liters. They're like fucking 10 liters of cola.
Well, no, I think they're supposed to represent like gourds.
Well, yeah, but like they're like
generally the shape
huge.
of his bottles. They're just huge.
They're gigantic.
But also, Frankie's wild for just
Frankie's some
snobbing
kind of
the
fucking
steak.
animal. He's the highest hoity-toity snob food critic that's like, this steak is like okay, but it's not 1996 20-year aged cola bottle. Hey, shut up. Eat the fucking food. You're still you got human parts. You're still human more or less.
He ripped out the tongue when he did all the advancements on the front of his body. He said, "I don't need this."
Brooke's a sack of walking bones, and he's still eating it. Eat the fucking food.
Listen, I'm not even that big of a fan of steak myself, but like, you won't be catching me going like, the steak is okay, but cola.
You're not gonna catch me turning my nose up at some gourmet steak that's been presented to me for free,
and definitely not for cola.
Definitely not for a bottle of cola.
Animal. Absolute animal.
I just needed to make sure that got in there because that annoyed me.
You.
I was annoyed with Frankie.
Anything else?
No, that's it. I'm done.
You, Devin?
No, I got nothing. My brain's fried.
So next week, I believe Brendan will be joining us. So I will tentatively say we are going to start our next arc in One Piece. And the episodes covered there will be 574, and then we skip to 579 through 583. Those a couple episodes in between I believe, are a filler arc. And I think they're related to a movie we're going to watch, quote unquote, soon, but don't quote me on that. Anyway, any quotes?
Honestly, I already said all my quotes.
Fair enough.
Like throughout the process. So I'm just going to obligatory Hoover sounds.
Okay, Kirby.
Suck.
Okay, hold on. I gotta ask now. You insert Hoover noises. What are your subtitles saying? Are they saying Hoover noises, or are you just going Christian and just saying suck?
Now I'm just imagining like the deep fried echoing like chorus sucked me.
I guess I'll go. My first quote that I wrote down were actually lyrics from the opening song. The first couple of lines, read as friends nibbling at the same dream, friends sharing the same future. With all of us together, go bring a feast my way. And something about that just made me feel nice inside. Like I feel, it really just drives home the whole Toriko thing of like, the best spice of all is friendship. And that's kind of corny and cheesy or whatever.
So spicy.
But I feel like he's onto something, eating alone or just eating with people you don't really care about just can't compare. Even if it's like the best food in the world, can't compare to just having a nice meal with the homies. I had other quotes, right? Yes, I did. Mr. Satan, he falls into the pit and he realizes the situation. And he goes, this is bad. I might just die. And then right after that, I think it was Rin. No, it was Nami and Komatsu. When Satan, wins the fight. And then they're like, what is this gag? Kind of poking fun at the fact that it's not the first time he's boogied his way through a fight. A line from Mr. Satan where he says, when you're as tough as I am, you could win a fight without even throwing a single punch. And then the Toriko quote of, the greatest spice is friendship. The finest meal tastes even better when you're eating it together. And that's it for me.
Beautiful. I have no quotes.
All right.
I ceded my time.
Fair enough. Golden ham ?
Definitely the giant tuna for giving the
Big
suck.
I'm kind of inclined to agree with super big tuna. I don't know. It's just a funny name.
Just tell me another anime character that sucked off multiple like protagonists
and so quickly.
Yeah.
You got no arguments for me. I wasn't really prepared for this. Winner of Golden Ham is Big Tuna.
I'm just big tuna. Big tuna.
We just needed a fucking Mamungus.
I know.
Next.
Funny enough, I was at work the other day, and as one does when you just work in a really big, quiet venue and you're just alone with your thoughts, I thought to myself, what if because I think it was a part of the Dandy cast, maybe? Or no, what was it? I forgot what episode I was listening to, but we said, we're making Among Us reference of like, someone's acting real sus. And I thought it'd be really funny if we could just take like an Among Us minion model kind of thing, but like make the appearance just somehow look like Among Us. And I don't know how. I imagined it in my head at the time.
Easy. There's tons of skins on that you could probably like import to put on Among Us characters, and there's probably a Marine captain like coat that you could.
But we need like
there.
Key details. I feel like all the details of Among Us is just in his like
faux
face
hawk, or no mohawk like hair braid thing and cape.
He's also got like pretty
put a shitty goatee
defined
on the fucking
facial
glass.
Hair. We can work it out, but I thought that was kind of funny.
I'm gonna Google it.
Where I just get things to myself.
I'd be very surprised if you found that specific one.
Among Us.
Among Us. Among Us. Among Us.
Us. Wait, how do you spell the guy's name?
It's Momunga. I think it's Momunga. Momunga.
I only got memes in here, all right? Anyway, while he's doing that, move on to fan mail. We got one email.
Sure.
And it's from our listener, Panda Pools. They write,
all these panda-based names. Is this the same person just constantly changing their username?
They're not Panda Stalker, allegedly, unless they got multiple emails. Who knows? But
I wouldn't put it past him. He's a stalker after all.
Fair enough. Hello,
Or she.
One Piece of the Lime hosts. This is my first time reaching out and emailing you despite being caught up on the podcast for quite some time.
Allegedly.
Just want to say you're all the best, and I look forward to listening to you and all the shenanigans that ensues.
Allegedly.
All right. Calm down.
I'm sorry.
Go back to Googling your fucking Among Us skin or whatever.
Truly something I look forward to every single week. Yeah, you look forward to this? God bless you. The question I pose to the crew is as follows. If you could choose to have, I'm having a stroke.
Are you
Hold on,
okay?
please pause. No, Among Us is in my brain. Exactly sus. If
He's
you
sucking
could
your brain
choose to
cells.
have one of each devil fruit, which ones would you pick? In other words, what is your top pick for Zoan, Logia, and Paramecia? Best regards, Panda Pools. I'll go real quick. For Logia, it's real simple. I'm choosing Enerus Devil Fruit. I like lightning-based powers. They're always so cool and flashy. Zoan, I'm just a really big fan of wolves and dogs and canines of that sort. So I'd probably go with Jabra's wolf fruit. Close contender is the jackal fruit from that one guy in Alabasta. Paramecia is a bit harder. Mostly because there's a lot of stuff I would say, but hasn't been revealed yet. So from what has been revealed, I don't really know. What Paramecia would I pick? Let me see. Paramecia, devil fruits. What are you working with here?
Wait, what was the question?
Which devil fruit would you, if you could have one of each devil fruit for yourself, which ones would you pick?
Like of each type.
Yes.
Hmm.
So for me, I think my Paramecia would probably be the one that Das Bones has. Those, I don't know what they call the knife, sword fruit, whatever, where he just becomes so human blade. I feel like it kind of fits my own personal MO. So yeah, I'm rocking the lightning fruit, the wolf fruit, and I guess the knife fruits. I gotta find the name of his devil fruit. Hold on. What do they call it? Das Bones Devil.
Wasn't he like slice
Super
or
Supa.
something?
Yeah, it's probably slice. Super no mi translates to can I get the thing?
What was your Zoan? Did I miss that?
The wolf fruit. I forgot. I think it's dog model wolf. I think that's how it gets read as. The dice fruit is Mr. One's fruit. That's what it was called. The dice fruit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm a choppa. I'm a wolf man, and I got lightning. Hiya.
Fair enough.
All right, what about you?
Honestly, I think objectively lighting powers are like the coolest.
Mm-hmm,
So normally I would also go with Eneru's lightning fruit, but for the sake of diversity, I guess maybe
pressured.
I'll put the statement there that it would also be mine, but for the sake of diversity, if I had to pick a backup, because this was like the Pokemon universe and you got to choose your starter first, so now I'm left with the dregs. I would maybe like ice. Ice is cool. No pun
Honestly,
intended.
I feel the same. We're kind of messing on the same wavelength here for
yeah. I'm feeling
Logias.
ice. Dun 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 dun. Zoan type. What would I go for the animals? What have we seen so far? We got.
Do we have to pick like ones that have been revealed, or can we make up one?
That's
Ones
how
that
I was
have been
assuming.
revealed.
'Cause,
Yeah,
like, we already know that we could do mythical animals.
they're on the table. Yeah, but
Yeah.
of the ones we've seen, we've only got the Velociraptor. Right? That's the only one.
Yeah. Sorry, my brain just went to the Spider-Man comic of, but you could cure cancer. I don't want to cure
Wait,
cancer.
was it even a
I wanna turn people
Velociraptor?
into dinosaurs.
Or was it like an Allosaur? I forget what Drake
Oh, you're
is
talking about
now.
X-Drakes. He was.
Yeah.
Dragon?
He was.
No, he wasn't.
Dragon?
Well, it's
Something.
dragon model. Some
I think
dinosaur.
Allosaurus sounds right, but I might be. What do I know? I don't know shit about dinosaurs. I'm gonna throw this out there because I didn't think about it before. Marco's devil fruit is pretty.
Ah, right. He's
pretty
also
cool.
he's the Phoenix.
Yeah, mythical Zoan.
Yeah.
Lord?
I choose giraffe so I can be Kapu.
A man of culture.
So that I can pasta machine. As for Paramecia, I'll choose the tremor fruit. I'll be Whitebeards.
Damn,
Fuck, you stole it, man.
I didn't even know. I forgot that existed. I'm trolling.
Yeah.
She chose the best one. All right, what about you, Devin? What's your lineup looking like?
I fucking love Kizaru, so like I want that ability. Just
Light
so I
is
can
good too.
That is
do
also
the
another good
stupid
Logia.
memes of Moshi Mosh. Because that's just a mood.
You can do some real teleports behind you.
Real nothing
Shenanigans.
personal kid.
Nothing personnel, kid. Fuck. I'm trying to think of which ones aren't taken because we're going by Pokemon rules.
Listen. Y'all gave yourself this.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Yeah, we
Commit.
did, and we're committing to it.
the fuck is left?
You've got there's the Dalton.
You could take
from
Marco's if you wanted, because
you could be Marco. You could be the Phoenix or the dinosaur. Those two mythicals are still on the table.
Still got
you could be a bison. You could be Lasso. Lasso was a dog fruit.
Oh,
right. The gun ate the
brain
dog.
went to, like, what if I could become gun?
No, it wasn't a gun fruit. It was
Right.
dog.
Closest thing we do have is wait, no, never mind. I was gonna say Funkfried, but that was the sword who ate the elephant fruit,
Yeah,
not the other way around.
that was an elephant.
Mhm.
There's snakes for the Hancocks, the Hancock sisters.
Actually, yeah.
One was a
Like,
cobra. The other was I want to say anaconda.
Yeah,
My-
I think that's right.
Might have been a
the
python.
green one.
I
I
can't
want the
remember.
green one.
I don't remember which one was which.
She was green. That's all I remember.
Yes.
Probably python.
All right, so we got Python fruit. We got
All right.
the.
And your
Like,
paramecia.
Those are harder for me personally.
They're much more abundant.
Hmm.
I'm trying to remember anything that would be fun.
Oh, you could be Bluno from the bar with
The
the
door.
door. Oh, I forgot that one. That one
that
would be
actually
fun.
really. No, yeah, that one. Well, but I'm already Keyser. I could already teleport.
I mean, yeah.
So that kind of defeats the purpose if I. Yeah. Like,
I mean, I wasn't
if I
necessarily.
only got to pick one, like, sure, the door would be out my second.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't necessarily considering this as like you get all three powers. I was just like choosing my
Right.
favorite from each scenario.
However, the door one would be hilarious and also would make me a great magician.
It's true. It's true. You
Fuck
could
it.
you
We're-
could use
We're going capitalist. We're going capitalist. I want Wapple's ability.
I was just gonna
Oh,
say
God.
you could take Wapple's power and use it for good instead of evil.
Mhm,
Except no, he's
mhm.
going full capitalism. He's becoming the
I'm
waffle
going to make the
machine.
new iPhone.
Not like this. Please.
Steve Jobs wants to know your location.
No, he doesn't. He's dead.
Is
Allegedly,
Brooks fruit technically a paramecia?
I think
Yes.
so. Yeah.
I can't see it being classified as anything else.
I want.
Although with
no,
with the way they've actually defined it now, it's not too far off of like a Logia, basically.
I don't care. Bones. I want.
I want bones. First, you have to die.
Bet.
All right.
Just give me that toaster.
No.
You also then have to lose your body for like a year or something, long enough for it to decompose fully.
I'll just dab it out.
He'll go on those vacations he never got to go on when he was alive.
That's true. You can just kind of wander freely. All right. Good talk.
Thank you, Panda Pools, for the email. Patreon shout outs to Toriko. We appreciate you. We'll be getting to that movie shortly. We swear.
Maybe.
Yeah. Grab bag time. Got the bag.
Justin's got it.
I don't. No, I don't.
I ain't got it. I touched it last, and that was gross.
Yeah, I did have the bag last. And actually, I don't. It's only been a few days, so I think I didn't really get a chance to pass it off. So it's probably still around here. So hold on. Let me just. 1 sec. It's got to be. Oh, yeah. Here we
Wait,
go.
You didn't put a bag of holding inside of a bag of holding, did you?
Well, no, I put a bag of holding inside of like a backpack
Okay.
because I was
Okay.
going to walk it over to Justin's house, but it's. I didn't find time. Anyway, yeah, I've got the grab bag again. I totally cleaned it out from the last time, Devin. So
I'm
to
gonna reach my hand
demonstrate
in
that,
there, I swear to God.
yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be great.
Okay, it's not bad. Okay,
No, see, why would I lie about it?
what? Why is it sticky?
It's not sticky.
What is my hand touching?
That's my hand. I'm kind of sweaty.
Oh, I'm not letting go.
I didn't.
Well,
I was
mean,
hoping
we need
you
the
wouldn't.
grab bag. That to get the.
Justin, get your goddamn hand in there. We're busy.
Oh, okay. Survey says, "Who's that Pokemon?"
Woo!
Da-na-na. Don't sue
Very,
us, by the
very
way.
topical, considering we brought up Pokemon on our own.
And today's contestant or subject, whatever you want to call him, is Goku from Dragon
How?
Ball Z.
How?
What do you mean how?
I mean, why not?
Who the fuck can I? I don't know.
Well, okay. So
Goku is like the definition of fighting type. First of all, let's get that out of the way.
yeah,
But lasers.
right. So you
Oh, I
choose
have the
somebody who
perfect
has
pick,
like
personally.
choose someone who has like solar beam.
I personally have the perfect pick for Goku, but I don't know. Go
Manky.
first.
Manky.
He is
Not
manky.
even-
He's
not even
he's
like- not even
literally
like
that
primate.
entire lineage.
Nope, manky.
I
Not
feel
even
like
primate,
he
he's
deserves
a
more
manky.
primate energy. Maybe when he goes Super Saiyan, he looks more primate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine.
He's got big manky energy. For me, it's just he is Lucario. All right, Lucario is like a fighting.
Yeah, that's fucking
kinda-
great, actually. Lucario
got
does beams.
Aura beam stuff. That's basically Ki Blast. Like
Oh, I don't know shit about Lucario.
No,
Lucario's
it's a
just
great one.
perfect rendition for Goku. He's got a little Riolu dude who's like his sons. You know.
And he has a
perfect.
Mega, right?
Yes,
I'm pretty
yes, he
sure
does.
Lucario has a Mega Evolution. That's his Super Saiyan forms.
You do be doing.
Shit, that's a really good pick, actually. Are there any other fighting types with like a Solar Beam type move?
Not that I know of, but plenty could have happened post, the Pokemon has gotten so beyond my possible imaginations, all right? Things
To
are
make him a
different now.
chop.
Again, like not even Machoke or something. You keep going with the baby versions of all
Well,
of
isn't
these.
it's because it's the names I remember.
Right.
It's been a long time.
I think about Hitmonlee a lot for Goku. Like, Goku punches and kicks, right? But like, I don't know. I feel like the kicking aspect for Goku just really resonates with my brain. Him
You
with
do
the
get that
Hitmonlee.
180 degree or not 170 degree high kick.
Mm-hmm. What else we got out there in the world?
I mean, like, I don't know. I was
Think of
thinking.
the ice cream cone.
No,
Stop.
what he's talking.
For no reason. This just came to my head, just like Goku ice cream.
Infernape is a fighting type? No shot.
Infernape
Oh my
is
God,
a
he
fighting
is.
type. He's fire and fighting. Wouldn't be a bad pick, I don't think. The only
Can't
thing, I keep saying Solar Beam, but Solar Beam's a bad example because that's a grass type move, and most fighting types are not going to be able to learn it. But there are other beam moves out there. Could be like Mewtwo's like technically a god in the universe too. He's like part god. Make him Mewtwo. Mewtwo has beams.
He's got Blaziken energy too, but also I think just Blaziken's really cool.
I think he's more Infernape if you're gonna go that route.
That is very true. Heracross is a fighting type? When did that happen?
Heracross is a fighting type. That is true too.
Heracles.
Everything makes sense.
Anything else you want to think of, or
Nah, I'm good.
all
There
right.
are maybe some better ones from the newer gens that I just have no idea about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Feels good to me though.
works for me.
All
Devin, do the thing.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Panda Sightings. You can send us questions at
Wouldn't be a recording without this.
pandasightings@gmail.com.
Keep going.
If you want to financially support us, there's a fancy little link down below that you can click on where it leads you to our link tree where you can get access to our Discord or our Patreon and throw monies at us like our, big time fan, Twig. I just call him Twig, that guy. You can do stuff like that. That's crazy and be an animal. So yeah, I think that's everything. We have a lot of plugs. Just click on the link, damn it.
Okay.
It totally doesn't take you to spicy content.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't take you to Guy Fieri anime girl pictures.com or
That would
Among
just be
Us
crazy.
Skins, OnePieceSkins.com. Because I definitely haven't been sharing those in our Discord.
Oh my god, he has actually. I didn't even see these.
What are we
I
sharing?
didn't
in our
even hear the
Discord?
notification. One Piece Among Us skins, concept skins. I don't even know if these are actually in the game, but
You could probably get them. They're
I wouldn't be
you could-
surprised. That game has been modded all hell at this point.
Mhm.
Anyway,
I'm gonna post them on our Discord for our fans so they can see what the hell I'm talking about.
sure. But as for the people listening right now, get lost.